On a hot summer day, this little dog was trapped in a car. Tears streamed down his face and his vision grew blurry. He was about to die of thirst when a miracle happened. When he woke up, he found a little boy in front of him. It turned out that a passing mother and son had saved him. The dog was brought home by the boy. The boy loved the dog very much and wanted to keep him. But the dog was very intelligent, and deep inside, he thought differently.
I decided right then and there, I am definitely keeping this boy.
The boy happily designed a custom collar for the dog. On one side, he engraved his own name, Eason. On the other side, he engraved the dog's name, Bailey. The two little buddies were inseparable. They spent every day together. At night, Bailey would crawl under Eason's blanket and watch comic books with him. Eason taught Bailey how to spin in circles on the spot. Time flew, and Bailey grew up a lot. The family took him to the countryside to visit Eason's grandmother. There, Bailey fully unleashed his wild nature. He chased after all kinds of farm animals without restraint. A dog's beautiful life seemed to be just like this. But human life is far from being that simple. Eason's father often looked grumpy because of his work troubles. Eason didn't like that atmosphere, so he left the dining table. He thought to himself, if only he were a superhero, he could help his dad share the burden. Bailey could tell that his little master was feeling down. So he grabbed a deflated football and ran to Eason, showing off his fetching tricks to cheer him up. Eason temporarily forgot his worries, so one boy, one dog, and one ball played freely on the open field. To make his father happy too, they even performed a difficult trick together. After returning from the countryside, Bailey had trouble adjusting to city life. He couldn't calm his restless heart. He ended up turning the whole house upside down. Unfortunately, Eason's father came home right at that moment. He was furious and told Eason to clean everything up quickly. That night, the father had invited his boss over for dinner. He wanted to use this chance to get a promotion and a raise. But the dinner turned into complete chaos because of the mischievous Bailey and Eason. The scene was terribly awkward. In the end, the father didn't get the promotion or the raise. Although it was a decision the company had already made beforehand, he still vented all his anger on Bailey. He locked the dog in the storage room and forbade him from stepping inside the house. That night, Bailey knew Eason would be sad, so he secretly sneaked out of the storage room and climbed next to his little master to sleep beside him. The next morning, they performed their signature difficult fetch trick again, hoping to earn the father's forgiveness. Time passed quickly, and Eason grew into a young man. He became a star player on the football team and the most popular guy at school. But even so, he and Bailey were still inseparable. Yet always hanging out with a dog couldn't last forever. Eason had reached the age of falling in love. But when he saw the girl he liked, he didn't know how to approach her. Bailey could smell the hormones in the air. The single dog decided to help his master find love. Bailey dashed toward the girl and dove straight under her skirt. Eason apologized repeatedly, saying it was all the dog's doing, not him. The girl laughed, thinking, what bad intentions could a dog possibly have? She was a dog lover herself. She petted Bailey's face playfully. At the same time, she started to like the handsome dog owner, Eason. With Bailey's help, Eason and the girl quickly fell in love. Bailey got to eat fresh dog food every day, but at the same time, trouble arose in Eason's family. His father lost his job and fell into a midlife crisis. He drowned his sorrows in alcohol every day. When drunk, he even became violent toward his wife. Eason was deeply disappointed in his father.
Don't you ever touch her again! You gotta go, Mommy's gotta go!
Fortunately, things were going well for Eason himself. Thanks to his outstanding performance in football, he earned a full scholarship to a prestigious university. That made his classmate, Curly, very jealous. He mocked Eason, saying he never expected that the perfect student's father was actually a drunk. Eason punched him to the ground. Curly held a grudge ever since. One night, Curly threw a firecracker into Eason's house. It was supposed to be a prank, but it accidentally caused a fire. The whole house was engulfed in flames. Bailey noticed the fire just in time. He jumped onto Eason's bed and barked loudly to wake him up, saving the whole family's lives. But as Eason jumped out of the window, a burning beam fell and crushed his leg. That meant he would lose his scholarship and could never play football again. Eason was devastated. He fell into despair and pushed his girlfriend away to avoid dragging her down. Heartbroken, Eason chose to attend an ordinary agricultural college far away from home. Because dogs weren't allowed on campus, He and Bailey had to separate. On the day they parted, Eason drove away. Bailey thought it was a game. He grabbed the deflated football and chased after the car wildly. He ran across wheat fields, through flocks of sheep, and over green grass. But in the end, Bailey could only watch Eason drive away. He didn't understand what separation meant. He only knew that a dog's mission was to stay with his master. But now that his master was gone, Bailey's life seemed to lose its meaning. He no longer liked playing football or playing with the big donkey. He often sat alone by the lake, waiting for Eason to come back. But a dog's life is too short. Bailey couldn't wait forever. He was sent to the hospital due to kidney failure. He lay weakly on the table, barely breathing. When Bailey woke up, Eason's face appeared before him, filled with sorrow. Bailey couldn't bear to see his master sad. He tried hard to make him smile again, but he no longer could. When Bailey opened his eyes again, he had been reincarnated as a German shepherd. Amazingly, he still retained his memories from his past life. This time, his owner was a strict police officer. Bailey had become a police dog, and fighting crime became his new mission. One day, a little girl was kidnapped. The officer held the girl's clothing and led Bailey to track her scent. Bailey, well-trained, quickly picked up the trail. They followed it to a bridge where they saw the girl and the kidnapper.
Slowly! Let her go!
When the girl fell into the river, Bailey didn't hesitate for a second. He leaped into the water. Through the rapid current, the police dog paddled forward. Soon he reached the girl and bit onto her hat, pulling her toward the shore. The little girl was saved, but then the officer was in danger. Bailey rushed to his aid just in time, saving his master's life. However, Bailey was gravely injured and collapsed in a pool of blood. His master held him tightly in his arms. Once again, Bailey saw tears of farewell. Although this life was short, he had lived bravely and with great purpose. When he was reborn again, he became a short-legged Corgi. This time his owner was a kind young black woman. No matter where she went, she always took Bailey with her. While enjoying his owner's affection, Bailey could sense that she was always alone. She longed for love deep inside. Bailey tried to make her happy by spinning playfully on the floor. As he spun and spun, he grew up again. One day, while walking in the park with his owner, he met a big black dog several times his size. He immediately fell for her, and the big dog's owner and the woman also fell for each other at first sight. Bailey witnessed his owner going from single to married, and later having a cute baby. But as time passed, Bailey grew older and older, and his life neared its end. In his owner's tearful voice, Bailey slowly closed his eyes. This life was filled with happiness and fulfillment. When he opened his eyes again, he saw his new owner, a cheerful young woman, but her boyfriend hated dogs. He never allowed Bailey inside the house. Bailey was always locked outside, living a pitiful life compared to his past ones. This made him miss his very first owner, Eason, even more. Not long after, the couple abandoned him, leaving him by the roadside. Though homeless, Bailey wasn't sad at all. He became a stray dog wandering into a park. Watching other dogs play happily with their owners, he felt envious. Suddenly, Bailey smelled a familiar scent. It triggered many memories from his first life. Following that scent, he ran through quiet woods and crossed a clear stream. He finally arrived at the farm that had always haunted his memories. Everything felt so familiar, yet so different. The air carried the scent of wheat, earth, and that big old donkey. Golden waves of grain brushed against Bailey's fur, but nothing could stop him from running home. After 4 lifetimes, Bailey finally found his original master, Eason, now an old man. Excited, Bailey rushed forward and licked Eason's face. But Eason didn't recognize him. After all, Bailey no longer looked the same. Eason gave him some food and told him to go home. But Bailey just lay outside the door because this was his home. Eason didn't understand his feelings and sent him to the animal shelter. That night, Eason seemed to remember something. He regretted it and decided to adopt the stray dog. He even made Bailey a new collar tag. Bailey and Eason were finally reunited. But Bailey soon realized that his master had lived a lonely life all these years. After breaking up with his girlfriend back then, Eason never started a new family. Bailey decided to help him once again. Following his memory of the scent, he found Eason's ex-girlfriend. Years had passed. She was now a grandmother. When she saw Bailey refusing to leave, she picked up his collar and saw a name that stirred deep emotions. Guided by Bailey, the woman came to the farm. It turned out she, too, had always missed Eason. Learning that his ex was also living alone, Eason gathered his courage and confessed his love again. After all the twists and turns, they rekindled their romance and held a long-awaited wedding. Now, Bailey had only one wish left, to make Eason recognize him. He ran to the storage room and brought out the old football they used to play with when Eason was a boy. Seeing that ball, Eason remembered many things. He threw the football and then crouched down. Bailey spun in circles on the spot. Eason finally realized that this dog before him was his Bailey. These two old friends, after so many lifetimes apart, had finally found each other again. This movie is called A Dog's Purpose. Through 4 lifetimes, Bailey showed unwavering loyalty to his master. That is a dog's true purpose. Because of their shorter lives, most dogs can only accompany their owners for a small part of their journey. But to them, that short time is a lifetime of loyalty. It's said that every dog lover cries after watching this film. If you don't believe it, go watch the original movie yourself. All right, that's today's story. If there's any movie or story you want to hear, tell me and I'll share it with you next time. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.